Nick's your buddy. Nick's your pal. Nick Menken back here with DocSports.com. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2026, and I have another NHL playoff free play here between the Minnesota Wild and the Colorado Avalanche. Now, before I do so, you know Doc Sports, been in business for 54 years and running. All I ask you to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that like button as it costs you guys none. Helps me out a ton. And before we get into this free play here in the NHL side of things, got to let you know what's going on tonight at the website. We will have a 6-unit MLB selection there going off at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be a part of a 2-pack card there in the MLB side of things. Make sure to use that promo code YourBuddy this month of April here, or excuse me, of May. Save yourself 10% off. It is YourBuddy for the month of April here. That is the promo code. Save yourself 10% off any daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly package under my name over at the website. All right, folks, enough about me. Let's get you in and bounce back after yesterday's free play winner. Boy, I gave you guys the over 5.5 goals in the Philadelphia Flyers game and the Carolina Hurricanes. In that end of the first period was 3 goals, 2-1 in favor of the Philadelphia Flyers there. Thought we were easily going to hit that over, and the Carolina Hurricanes struggled to answer and tie it up. They waited all the way to the third period with a couple minutes left in the game, and they were able to win that game. I gave you the lean on the Carolina Hurricanes to win the game. I thought the Philadelphia Flyers were going to come out of the gates and score at least 2 goals. Well, that's exactly what they did, and Carolina just could not bring the offensive performance in the first and the second period there, and we cashed in, or we did not cash in, but the under cashed in. That was a tough beat. Let's bounce back here with the Minnesota Wild and the Colorado Avalanche here, folks, and the over-under right now, it's sitting at 6.5. Now, the Colorado Avalanche, well, they hit this over by themselves in the first game with 9 goals. Minnesota, on the other hand, they scored 6 goals, a combined total of 15 goals in the first game here, folks. I can't take the under in this matchup. There is no way I could take the under after seeing 15 goals. Both of the offenses looked absolutely stout. Even Minnesota putting pressure on Colorado there on the offensive side, scoring goals, making them continuously apply pressure in the neutral zone here. I think it's going to be another high-scoring affair in this game here. So I'm going to go with the over 6.5. Now, I know it might sound square, a square bet, no question about it, but you are risking and you are gambling if you are taking an under in this matchup here. They just scored 15 goals. You got to go with it right again here in game 2 in Colorado. You know the Wild are going to come out aggressively like they did in game 1 and score goals in the first period, and because I like the goals over 6.5 in the full game here, folks, I also like over 1.5 goals in the first period here. We saw it with the Flyers and Carolina in that game. They scored 3 goals. If I like an over and it's over 6.5 goals, well, I do believe there will be at least 2 goals here in the first period. So you got 2 bets there. Over is our official game or gameplay on this free play, 6.5 total goals, and I would sprinkle some on the 1.5 first period on the over as well, folks. I think we're going to see a lot of goals, and I do lean towards the Minnesota Wild plus 1.5 here. If they're going to win in Colorado, I think game 2 would be perfect, setting them up to go even back to Minnesota. So those are your free play, folks. Again, our official free play for the free play video is going with the over 6.5 total goals in the entire game. I would sprinkle some on the first period over 1.5 goals, and I do lean towards the Minnesota Wild plus 1.5 here in Colorado. Those are your free plays, folks. I am Nick Menken with Doc Sports. If you're looking for more sports content and free picks like this from Docs, make sure to click this video right here. It will take you right to it. Once again, folks, I'm Nick Menken with Doc Sports. Best of luck, and as always, best bets.